and welcome to this session. In this session, we are going to understand what all are the challenges that industry is facing or the project teams are facing, because of which the experts they felt that we need to have some innovative approach to have solution for all these problems. So let us just have a look at these all problems that we are facing currently. So here you can see the challenges in the current project are unclear purpose or vision for the team. Many a times what is happening is, initially when we gather all the requirements from the customer, most of the times all the requirements are not completely clear, and maybe we might not resonate with the customer's understanding, and that might impact our deliverable. The second challenge is unclear project context. The team has to understand the project context. The team has to have a very good project vision and the product vision. Then only they will be able to come up with a desired product. Unclear requirements. Again, if you are not clear with your requirements and if you are trying to implement predictive life cycle, you are freezing those requirements, and if you are working on those requirements, you are not going to build the desired product. No autonomy to the team, which means in traditional projects what we observe is the project manager is the boss, and he is going to assign tasks to the other team members, and team members they don't feel the ownership or they don't feel responsible for what they are doing. They just take all those assignments as mere project activities and not the responsibilities. So that is also going to affect your project and your end product. Issues or defects. If the project team is not clear on the requirements, then they might not be able to deliver a quality product. Inaccurate estimation, unrealistic estimates. When the goal is not clear, when the scope is completely not clear, then there is a big possibility that the team will not be able to come up with an accurate estimation with regard to schedule or cost. And team struggling with obstacles. In our traditional life cycle, we get to see that we do not concentrate much on improving processes frequently. Like whatever processes, whatever status quo we have, we just live with that, we just go with that. Unless we don't improve the processes, we are not going to come up with a solution to uh, come up with a better solution and to cope with those all obstacles which the team is facing. Slow or no improvement in processes. So that is what we have discussed in our earlier point also. Teams working in silos. Most of the times in traditional project teams, we observe that the requirements team is different. The group of business analysts, and they are only bothered about their requirements document, their sign offs and stuff. The next team comes the design team. They are only bothered about coming up with the design for the product, and they will hand over that design to the development team, and development team is full of developers who are only bothered about coding and releasing the stuff to the testing team. But here what happens is, each of these teams they work in silos. That means they are not collaborating with the other teams while they are working on the product, which is going to help a lot. So that is lacking in the traditional project environment. Rework, and there is a possibility of lot of rework if we are not meeting the customer's expectations. And this rework is going to add cost, it is going to increase your time, and it is going to consume more resources. Yep, so these are the problems that we might face, and inefficient ordering of requirements or features, which means if we are not meeting frequently with the business analyst to understand like which are the requirements that we need to construct first and which are the requirements that we need to prioritize, then you are not going to deliver value early to the customer. Wasted efforts. You might work on some requirement with very less clarity, and you will try to deliver that, and if customer is not happy you will have to rework, so that means your efforts will get wasted if you are not clear with those requirements upfront, and wasted money, time and resources because of rework. And failing to perform within project constraints. Project constraints we have seen in our earlier videos, the time, cost, scope, quality, risk, benefits. So we are not able to perform by staying within the constraints. You might not be meeting the schedule constraint, you might not be meeting the cost constraint, or your budget is overrunning and you are not able to perform by staying within the project constraints. No control over project complexity. If you are working on a complex project, you need to have a better understanding of those all requirements by breaking down them into, or by decomposing them into smaller requirements, so that you will be able to simplify things. So but in waterfall model we are not adopting those all kind of techniques to decompose the requirements, although we carry out decomposition of the requirements to make them more manageable by breaking them down into smaller components, but functionality wise we are still lacking. And poor customer or user experience. If you are not able to deliver the desired functionality in the product, then it is obvious that your customer will not be happy. It will increase the risk. That means you might not have future business, or even your current project will be at risk. Low team morale and loss of business might also be there. So these are the different challenges that you might be facing in your current project by following traditional model, and your team, your organization might not be thinking of coming up with some innovative solution to combat these all problems. So the agile is the solution. You have to understand the context of your project, and you have to choose the right framework, and you should implement those all practices so that you will be able to overcome many of these problems if you are facing these all problems in your project. Yeah, so I think you have seen the list of these all issues, and I hope you are also taking notes. You please take notes, and you please also understand if you are facing any of these issues in your project currently. If yes, you please list down those issues in the comment box below. Yeah, see you in the next video. Until then, bye.